Lewis Hamilton has been struggling to find the pace that he needs to progress further in the championship. Despite working tirelessly to improve his performance, he continues to face many disappointments. At the last race in Miami, Hamilton had a disappointing elimination in quarter two, and during the race, he was ordered to let George Russell through. Not the situation that he would have wanted. So let's take a quick look at the recent developments in the Hamilton situation at Mercedes and his growing frustration with the team. During the qualifying session in Miami, Lewis struggled in the first few corners of his final lap due to a lack of grip. He was left frustrated after being held up by traffic during his final flying lap, which meant that he was unable to improve his time and secure a place in the top 10. Lewis eventually crossed the finish line in 13th place, more than 2/10 slower than his teammate Russell, who had just crossed the finish line in 10th. Hamilton then lamented the timing of his final lap, which was riddled with too much traffic. It was difficult for Hamilton to prepare his car and tires as needed because he was one of the last cars to cross the finish line. Hamilton thinks Mercedes should respond more quickly when a car isn't guaranteed to make it to the final round. Post-qualifying, Lewis says, "It's just one of those days. It's not the best. There were a couple of moments where the car was feeling half decent, so I thought maybe I'd be able to get it into quarter three, but in the end they put me out behind several cars or something like that. When I got to the last corner, I was the last of the group. Had to back up and lost all of my temperatures on the tires, so I couldn't do it. When I started the lap, I had no grip. When you're fast, you can be more sat back, more relaxed, and you can go at the last minute and take your time. You know you're likely to make it easily into quarter three. We knew it was very hard, and there was a 50-50 chance we would get into Q3, so we needed to be better with our timing. It's done. So I'll try and get my head down on Sunday and see what I can do. 13th to God knows where." Mercedes team boss Toto Wolff conceded the team had made a mistake by sending Hamilton out for his final Q2 lap when they did. He said that they can't understand what's making the W14 such a nasty piece of work. There's not a lot of stuff to say to Lewis. The car is not fast enough, and putting him in a situation on his outlap where the driver isn't able to prepare the tires makes it even worse. Nobody makes a mistake on purpose, right? We're trying to give them the best position. We have in the past gotten it wrong many times and gotten it right many times. Today, for George and Lewis, that went really south. And you can see in his first sector that the car simply wasn't there. If things go bad, they compound bad. This happened for him and all of us as a team. So I take no enjoyment from finishing 6th because it probably was 8th or 7th. And even if it was 5th, I took no enjoyment either because it's a lack of comprehension of what it is that makes this car such a nasty piece of work, said Wolff. Despite the setback, Hamilton remained determined to make up for lost ground during the race. He knew that he had his work cut out for him, but he was confident in his ability to move up the field and secure a decent finish. As the lights went out and the race went underway, Hamilton wasted no time in making his move. He had overcome the difficulty of trying to pass a quick Williams car while being in the DRS train with several other cars in the early stages of the race. However, he eventually made progress and pushed harder after regaining his bearings. He passed a few vehicles and started moving up the leaderboard. However, it wasn't long before he encountered an unexpected team order that was somewhat embarrassing. A huge blow was dealt to him when Mercedes asked him to avoid holding up Russell when he caught up to him. This is a difficult situation for Hamilton to be in. In the past, Lewis has been the faster one and was the one to be let pass. He agreed, but was quick to point out that he wouldn't take any actions that would affect his lap time and put his race in jeopardy. Lewis finished the race 6th, and Russell came in 4th. Wolff praised Hamilton for how he complied with the request, and when asked if there were any worries that Russell being given priority would cause problems, he insisted to the media that there wasn't any problem between the two drivers as a result. He said, "Absolutely not. George was a stop ahead. To see two teammates both on very good levels, they're both so straightforward. That is good at such a difficult moment." And on Hamilton's other results, Wolff said, "He came from P13 with a car that wasn't really easy. In the end, he had a really good pace and even took a Ferrari. And when you come from P13th to 6th, that's very good." In his 10 years at Mercedes, Lewis has delivered 6 Drivers' Championships and 8 Constructor Championship titles. It's no small feat, but how he achieved most of that, especially in the last 5 years, was thanks to a competitive car. Equally important, a supportive teammate by his side. That teammate was none other than Valtteri Bottas, who joined Mercedes in 2017. Since then, Bottas has played a crucial role in helping Lewis secure his championships, often sacrificing his own chances of victory to support the overall team's success. Bottas was content to serve as Lewis's sidekick and supporter while Lewis made a run for the championship. However, the arrival of Russell on the team kind of changed the dynamics. Lewis's position as the top driver at Mercedes has been challenged. As a young and ambitious driver, Russell is eager to prove himself and establish his own legacy in Formula One. While Lewis is undoubtedly the more experienced and accomplished driver, Russell's hunger and determination to prove himself worthy of a seat at Mercedes can't be ignored. Last year, Russell finished ahead of Lewis in the championship by a whole 35 points. The dynamic between the two drivers has become increasingly tense, with both of them pushing each other to be better and striving for the top spot on the team. The tension between the two drivers has not gone unnoticed by the team. Team Principal Wolff has acknowledged that managing the relationship between Lewis and Russell is a delicate balance. On the other hand, he wants both drivers to push each other and compete for that top spot. But on the other hand, he wants to ensure that the team isn't divided and that they continue to work together towards their goals. Lewis and Russell are in very different stages of their careers. Hamilton is chasing a record-breaking 8th world title, while Russell's chasing his first. However, given the condition of their cars, they're unable to really do that. And this is the reason why people are speculating that Lewis might be retiring. The team seems still a long way from giving him a car that can actually compete for the championship. There have been numerous rumors circulating amongst fans regarding his future with the Silver Arrows and in Formula One. At the end of this year, Hamilton's contract with the Brackley-based team will expire. Many speculate that he might retire from the sport altogether, while others believe that he may sign with another team. Hamilton himself has remained tight-lipped about his plans, stating that he's really just focused on the current season and he's going to be staying with Mercedes. Wolff recently said that Mercedes is adamant about signing a contract with their most successful driver. However, this new contract hasn't been signed yet, so it makes us all wonder if it's ever gonna be signed. This is uncertainty surrounding his future, and it's added an extra layer of intrigue to the season. Lewis has expressed his disappointment many times about how far behind they are from Red Bull. In Miami, he described it as a kick in the guts after they experienced a significant drop from leading in the first practice session to 7th and 15th in the second practice, and Lewis in 7th. He was visibly frustrated, admitting that he'd struggled to find the right balance with his car and that the team had work to do to improve their pace for the race. The team's recent performance in Miami was impressive. The recovery to 6th in Miami was great, but it still isn't enough. There's still work to be done to improve their pace for the upcoming race. He was eager to see how the car's performance would be improved by the new upgrades that were coming to Imola. It remains to be seen whether Mercedes can use that momentum from Miami to improve further ahead of the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. So, yeah, that's about it for me. What do you guys think? Will the upgrades make Mercedes competitive and possibly get Lewis to sign a new contract? I don't know. I really don't. So let us know what you think in the comment section down below. And unfortunately, that's all we got for today, so I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to do a quick old pitch stop at that subscribe button for more amazing F1 content. Bye! Or I guess I could be a little less fruity. Thanks for watching.